everyone. The RadioMaster AX12 radio has been out for a while, and I made a video back when it launched, but I didn't ever publish it. I just didn't like it. And this video won't be my prototypical sort of video, and it will become clear as we move through the few minutes that this video will take up. And yes, I am getting over a fairly nasty cold, so I don't sound quite like myself. But this radio, while it might look like another radio on the market, it's really not. It's got an Android tablet built right into it. It's got the typical, features that we look for. It's got gimbals and buttons and switches, and you can put the stick ends in the back. And up top, it's got some fancy features that we haven't seen before in a radio, which is the HDMI inputs and outputs, which do work, but I did find with HD0 goggles specifically, they'll work when you're in the menu, but when you switch to an analog or HD0 source, the screen doesn't update. It doesn't show on the screen of the tablet. We've seen that before with VRXs and goggles on input, that there might be a refresh rate that's causing that issue, or something's going on there. In other words, so don't plug in your HD0 goggles and expect to make stick cams. And originally when I saw this, I kind of thought it would be handy for stick cams. But at this point, I've kind of revised what I kind of thought of the radio, because I don't really know who it's for, because I don't have experience with the sort of things you might fly with this radio. That's kind of what's really kind of got me stuck. Was, yes, there are some very new features. There are some exciting things if you like new things, and it's got basics. It functions. It works as a radio when you need it. But with it having an Android tablet that you can, download from the Play Store and even sideload if you need to, already set up for you. It's got the typical app where we have our kind of gimbal screens and adjustments and trims and stuff like that right through it. But you can get over into the Android side of things. There we go. We can see all the apps. I didn't install a lot of stuff, but so you have a lot of flexibility, and I think that's really what this radio probably comes down to. The people that are going to use it don't fly what I'm going to fly. For lack of a better term, I'm just a hobbyist. I like to fly little micro quads, generally 3-inch props or smaller, and all traditional FPV, where I think the market for this is outside of my knowing space. And that's why I think if you're looking at this radio, Joshua Bardwell made a very what I presume is a very thorough review of it. It's, I think, 54 minutes long. So if you're really interested in this radio, I would highly recommend watching Joshua Bardwell's video, and I will link it down in the video description, because I'm sure he tells you everything you might want to know if you're thinking about purchasing this. Because really, I got stuck once I got past all the new features and recording showing them. Kind of just didn't know who would use it and why we have these features. The only thing I could come up with eventually was it is for what you might call commercial pilots or industrial pilots that are flying different sorts of planes, quads, drones, if you will, that have some sort of app-based functionality. Waypoints was something that I think was mentioned on the site, is that this would work with waypoints, so you could actually plot out on your map right through an app or something like that. I could also see like commercial spray drones that spray fields for insecticides or fertilizers, and plotting out those points and giving it a path. There's probably a host of other reasons, but that was really all I could come up with. And I have never even seen anyone outside of a YouTube video doing that sort of activity. So I didn't really feel like I was really qualified to do a review. That's why this isn't a review. And it was one of my stumbling blocks in making a video at all about this. Was I was just confused why this was on the market. I knew it looked like another radio on the market, and I thought they're just trying to get into that area or niche of the market. But I really don't think so, based upon what I'm seeing and what I know of that radio. It looks just like. So again, I think if you're truly interested in this, Joshua Bardwell has got a really good video. I haven't seen it all, but he makes quality content. I have no doubt that he's going to cover just about everything you want to see. I saw a follow-up of his. Apparently there was maybe something that was just a bit off, so he did a quick 3 or 4 minute follow-up, so don't forget to follow that up as well. I think that had to do with USB host mode, so you could use the gimbals to fly an FPV simulator, which is cool. I don't know how practical that is, but anywho, there's a lot of features in this that I just don't think I use or know how to use or know why you would use it. And that's why this video is what it is. If you do have any comments, questions, suggestions, or otherwise, I'll probably just tell you to go over to Joshua Bardwell's video, but you're more than welcome to leave those things down in the comment section below. I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching.